In a room overflowing with people and points of view,
Can you stand up?
I believe that,
loud voices sounded off on what the city of Seattle has been looking into, a safe parking pilot program.
4 parks were considered, and the one that was selected was Genesee Park.
They still won't admit that Genesee has been selected, even though there's a site plan and there's a 30-gallon water heater installed and the parking lot's been paved.
Neighbors heard that, and this building and land use pre-application listed Genesee Park as a desired location for temporary use as an emergency encampment that would provide overnight parking for homeless individuals living in their vehicles. The Low Income Housing Institute filed the paperwork, then canceled the application days ago, according to Lehigh's executive director. In an email from Mayor Durkan's spokesperson, it states that on February 27th, the mayor was briefed for the first time on a range of issues and options for a safe parking pilot, and Mayor Durkan felt strongly about the need to evaluate multiple options and to do meaningful community engagement.
It's not addressing any of the root problems that have resulted in the homeless population.
At this meeting covering several issues in South Seattle, the safe parking pilot was on the agenda with the city's spokesperson invited.
We'd seen some successful programs in other cities on the West Coast, including San Diego and Santa Barbara.
San Diego's safe parking program is called Dreams for Change. Seattle is looking at the possibility of something similar, with pre-screened participants who live in cars, not RVs, allowed to park overnight only in a lot with security. The mention of it brought mixed reviews, with some saying it should not be in South Seattle.
we're not going to sit down and let them keep redlining us and dumping all this stuff here.
Sick that my neighborhood turns its back and says, not in my neighborhood. Send these people away to the industrial slums because they don't deserve anything better than that. Shame on you all.
A lively debate tonight, and the city says the conversation is just beginning. In Seattle, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.
Part of the pilot program would include a case manager and resources available on site to help participants find housing. This month, the city plans to announce community outreach and engagement plans at multiple locations so the public can be heard.